Hello and welcome to the CSGO tutorial, and in this tutorial I'm going to be talking about how to hold B site on Dust 2, and I'm probably going to do a lot of other tutorials on A. So this is only holding, so I'm not going to be talking about how to take it, but what I like having is incendiary, smoke, and a flashbang, and since I'm not an opper I use M4, but I will show you how to hold with an op as well. So what I start liking of doing is jumping in through window and then making my smoke land as deep as possible, because this will give, instead of them just coming out here, like if the smoke's here and then all of a sudden they're like here, here, and pushing all over, you still can see them here, but they will not be able to see you. And after that fades, unless it's being called that they're somewhere else, I wait at least 5 seconds and I throw an inside. And also make this land as deep as possible so that it gets around the corners and they will have to retreat. Now let's talk about spots. My favorite spot is definitely here, and then try to go as far back so you can just see the top of the arch right here. It makes you a smaller target. And then to aim at head level, right when you peek up, just aim like in the middle of this second box from the top. About middle. And so if they rush you, I will talk about pros and cons of every position. The cons of this spot is that you can only be there. As long as they watch, that's the only place you can be. But the thing I like about this spot is you can peek from here, and then if they're there, you can shoot, and there's no buggy clip boxes, so you can actually completely shoot through there. And there's this flashbang. Which it's not that good, because if you throw it too far down the wall, it lands in front of this box and it won't flash them. This is not my favorite flash. This is one really good flash. And this is if they've pushed out. That was a terrible flash. See if I can do that again.
Deploying flashbang.
This is if they've already pushed out, because it will flash most of sight except for car area. And there's also this.
Deploying flashbang.
And that's a good flash too. But, you know, you can also just
Flashbang.
flash up like this. It's all what you want to do. But just so you know, there's a lot of different ways to throw a flashbang. So, pros, you can crouch and shoot and make it really devastating. You can slow down a rush or even stop a rush completely from here. But once they figure out you're here, unless you have a smoke or something or a teammate to bait you out, you're stuck there. And then there's nothing you can do. Second spot is behind the barrels here. And these barrels, they don't really have a fair hitbox. Like, it's kind of buggy. Like, cause you see this small rim. And see, I'm hitting in the middle, not the small rim, so. Pros is you can see all the tunnels and you get here quickly. The risky thing about this spot is that you have to cross, and the meeting points are right here, I think. Once you're here, they are far enough there so they can see you. So here, there's a lot of different flashbangs.
Throwing flashbang.
That one's pretty good because they don't see the flashbang. Like if they're pushing until it's there, and then they have time to turn around. But another one I like is this, and this is for if they've already pushed. And notice how I could look at the flashbang.
Deploying flashbang.
This is if they're already pushed and already in this area. You know, if you're still behind the thing, you might be dead. Cons is that they can, it's an easy headshot for a bit more experienced players, but you know, if you're playing in the Silver to Master Guardian League, I'm not sure if they'll hit you instantly. But it's pretty easy to hit. Now, a spot I like playing is this spot because you can peek, and if they rush, you can jump up on here. And if they rush you all the way, you can drop down and peek from different angles. That's just me though. There's not really a whole lot of cons about this spot because if they rush you and your teammates like door, just let him take the fire from right here. Like, he will spray as you come there. And all you gotta do is just pay attention to both angles. Now, one really good flash from here is this, but they will see that one coming. There's also this, which they will barely see coming. But it's not consistent. That's the thing I don't like about it. Sometimes it bounces not as far. You see, currently it's only going to there. Just don't aim too far down. Like, aim like right above this. That's pretty strong. Another one is this, because you can still look towards it, but they get completely blinded. There's also this, which is a bit like that. That is for, like, say you don't have your door guy or he's dead already. This is for so that they get flashed here, and then you can peek out either with it or against it and kill whoever's rushing you here, and then focus on these guys. Another good flash is this one, and this is also for when they've taken this spot, but this one gets out a bit further, but you can still see it from all the way over there, so players will dodge it, but something's better than nothing, I guess. Let's see, the famous card position that everyone plays wrong is people like playing here or like here, and the spot you want to play is here, and then when you hear them rushing, throw a flashbang and then peek out with it. Because notice how, like, you see the flashbang is kind of hard to see. It like ends right here. No one's gonna be able to dodge it. It's the perfect pop flash, and if they're not out yet, they're all completely blind. From car, it's a bit harder to hold, but if you hear them rush, that's a good pop flash. You just throw it against the wall behind you. There's also this one I've seen, which is really, really, really inconsistent. The point is to throw it through the car, but as you see right there, I didn't even hit it. I hit some weird clip brush, and yeah, the car is a really, I wouldn't trust it. Now, if you insist on holding this spot, there's this flash, and then rush out with it. I've also seen this being used. This is a really hard flash to get right, but if you hit it perfectly, it bounces over here and to there, like, and lands about here. It's really hard to get right, but if you do, it's one of the strongest pop flashes. But you know, if they rush out here, they can clear each position as they go. So this is another one of my favorite spots because no one pre-aims up here, so you'll at least be able to get one frag. Like in any skill group, you'll at least be able to get one, and then maybe a second. But there's this, which barely lands outside the box, and this is if they've pushed further than here. Like you hear them going around and about to check for you. Then that's a good flashbang. Or it's also this
Deploying
one.
flashbang.
This one also counts here, because this one also lands like right over where they are. So and just I've seen people hold it, just don't. There's no cover. Like they're not gonna go shoot into the cover where your legs are. They're gonna shoot at your head, and it's you're dead basically. Then this spot, some people think that they have to like rush here and jump up on this box, and that exposes you to a lot of tunnel. So a skilled upper will kill you. What you can do is a bit more time consuming. Just jump up here, walk around the edge to this box, and then just jump. And then
Deploying flashbang.
that was a terrible pop flash. Let's see.
Throwing flashbang.
There we go. This is one is a bit more dodgeable because it goes all the way down. But there's also this one. Wait, you come here and then
Flashbang.
this one is a bit inconsistent. But I'm pretty sure it will flash them if they're there. Not really, so you gotta be careful about that. There's no really way of lining it up to get it perfect.
Flashbang.
So, I mean,
Deploying flashbang.
yeah, as you can see, it's not really that good. But, you know, if you have to, you can make it work.
Throwing flashbang.
See, this one is a bit harder to hit.
Deploying flashbang.
Basically, the intent of it is to throw it from over there and see, make it hit the inside. And see, that's a perfect pop flash. Like, if they dodge it while it's here, they will dodge it, but you can see it perfectly bounces up and explodes right there. So, it will flash anyone. It's like, if I put my flashbang right here,
Flashbang.
you can see that it perfectly blinds me. So that's the car and box area. Second one is this, which your back sticks out, especially if you have the backpack model on you. But players won't really spot for it, and throw a flashbang up like this. This one is also a strong flash because people will put attention to here, and once they've cleared these areas, they'll move around, maybe check here and then check. But as you see, even when you're looking this way, that flashbang gets you for a good half second. So there's also this spot, which there's not really any good pop flashes. There's like these, not really. That's like good.
Flashbang.
Oh
Flashbang.
yeah, I forgot that model.
Deploying flashbang.
Like you can try to make it work. Like that's a good pop flash, but it's not consistent because this is angled, and you gotta remember that this is not actually a prop. So same goes with this. This is not actually a prop either. So it's just things to keep in mind. And let's see. You know, there's the spots. I don't recommend playing like this, or like all the way back here, because once they're there, like once they've spotted you, you gotta peek from the same angle and at the same height, because if you try to crouch out, they will see your head. So this is a really good spot if you crouch all the way, like peek up, get a kill, crouch, do that for a while, and you know there's not really any pop flashes. You just sort of gotta let them down.
Deploying flashbang.
And So this spot is not strong, especially with how wall bangable this is. Like, all the bullets right there went through, so. Yeah. It's not a really strong spot, but if you have to, you can make it work. A spot I like is right, crouch around to right here. You just get a few kills and then throw a flashbang like this or like that,
Deploying flashbang.
and then drop down. Once the yeah, and then like if you're here in the back area, you can move around because there's a lot of spots they don't see you. And when you peek, try to be as inconsistent as possible. Like if you peek here and peek back, and I would recommend peeking the same angle before moving, because they're gonna once they realize you switch sides, they'll try to pre-aim the sides. But if you're inconsistent about it, then they won't know which angle to pre-aim. So yeah, I think that covers B site mostly.
Throwing fire.
Yeah.
Incendiary.
So if you liked the video, please leave a like or subscribe or ask about something in the comment section. If you dislike, please tell me why, and then you can click dislike. I just want to know what I can improve, so I can become a better YouTuber. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.